Welcome once again guys in my YouTube channel. Today we're going to program Eliwell ID974 from chiller setting to freezer setting. And our chiller setting for the last video about this Eliwell ID I made is between 1 degree Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius, and we're gonna change this guys into freezer setting, and our setting is -23 to -18 degrees Celsius and these settings are under HACCP standard temperature. Now, before you proceed in setting up this one guys, be sure to watch my previous video about Eliwell ID974, and that is a chiller setting, because here with me is the past setting I made, and I'm going to change this setting to freezer setting. So all I have to do is to make another scratch paper here, and we're gonna change that one. So for the set point guys, if you notice, our freezer setting is -23 to -18, so 23 minus 18 is 5 degrees Celsius. So our set point is freezer -23 to -18. If you minus 23 to 18, we got a 5 differential. So this is our differential, and but before that, this is our set point. So under here, the set point is 23, -23, and the differential guys here under the differential, under the chiller is we got a 4, because 5 minus 1 is 4, while here is 5. So our differential for the freezer setting is 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, under the maximum set point is we got 5 here, but in freezer we're gonna change that to -18, and for the lowest set point we're gonna change that one to LSE. Our lowest set point, oh I'm sorry, this one here is the highest set point, and our highest set point is -18, and our lowest set point here is -23. So same with our set point, they are the same. Okay, and under the DTY guys, if you use the electrical heater, just select here 0, or if your unit uses inversion, and that is through hot gas, and you're gonna use solenoid valve, so use 1 under the DTY. So let's proceed to the IT, and the DIT is the defrost interval. Under the chiller setting, I programmed to every 6 hours, but under in freezer, because this is a 23 degrees Celsius, so we need to change this from 6 hours. We're gonna change that to either 3 or 4 hours interval. And for the depth, and the depth is the length of the frost, and for example, you choose 3 every 8, meaning every 3 hours your unit will defrost, and you're gonna put a duration of 20 minutes here, 20 minutes, and the 20 minutes duration will not going to happen once you use 2 sensor. Okay, for freezer setting, always use 2 sensor. One here is for the evaporator sensor, and the other one is for the room sensor. And this evaporator is to measure the DST. The DST, guys, is the end of the frost. For example, we put a value of 20 for the length of the frost, and this 20 minutes counting will not going to happen once the evaporator sense, this evaporator sensor sense that the evaporator coil temperature is now in 8 degrees Celsius. So we're gonna put 8 degrees Celsius here. So same with the chiller. So why I'm gonna put 8 degrees Celsius here? Don't worry, the product in the cabinet still at prime state, or don't worry, we're not going to spoil, because the 8 degrees Celsius here is, it sends the evaporator, going to sense, for example, this is your evaporator, and the defrost heater is under here. This defrost heater, and usually the sensor, we install the sensor on the back part. Okay, we just insert here on the back. So that distance, once this one glow up, and if ever there is a ice accumulation in the fins here, once this sensor sense the heatness of this heater, it will sense the temperature, and once the temperature is reached the 8 degrees Celsius, it will cut the 20 minutes duration you put in the depth parameter. So that's it. I hope you're going to watch my chiller version, because I have a lot of discussion about this. And for the fan management, if you see, this is CP, this is all about compressor, and this is all about the frost setting, and this parameter here is all about fan management. So we're going to change the FST here, FST, change it to 15, same. And for the FUD, this is differential, so same, 2 degrees Celsius. This is the differential activation for the stop temperature. And FCO, just select Y for this. And before we go to the alarm parameter, AAL parameter, we're going to program this first. Okay, this one. I got an alarm because I activated this HAL, so I just silent it, and I immerse this sensor to the bucket with ice, so the temperature will drop. Here, just immerse it. Okay, now let's proceed to the set point, guys. To change the set point, just press the set button here for 1 second, then release, then press set again, and we're gonna change that one to okay, it cannot, so press set again, skip, long press the set button here. We're going to enter the programming mode, and we're going to access the CP parameter. Press set button, and the differential we're going to change 4 to 5. Press set, and this is the value. We're going to change that to 5, and differential is the on and off operation of the compressor. Then let's browse, and the highest set point is 5 degrees Celsius for chiller. Press set, and we're going to change that to -18, and let's see if we can change now. Okay, because the set point is 1, so press set, and we're going to go back there again, but let's proceed to LSE, the lowest set point. Press set, and let's try to change this one to -23. So this the hindrances, that's why I cannot change the set point and the highest set point. So we just proceed to the LSE. Okay, LSE, then press set to memorize. Now let's go back to highest set point. We can now change that to -18. See, so first thing to change, guys, is the LSE. This one, our LSE. First thing to set before you change the set point and the highest set point here. So we change that to -18. Then press to memorize, and we are done with the CP folder. And next is we're going to press function here to proceed to defrost folder, and here's the defrost folder. I'm going to press the set button here under the DTY, press set to reveal the value, and it's set to number 1, meaning inversion. But if you're going to use the electrical heater, choose 0 instead. Then press set to memorize, and then next is the DIT. The DIT is the interval defrosting. Press set, and we're gonna change that to 3 or 4. So every 4 hours the unit will going to defrost. Okay, let's press 3. So every 3 hours the unit will defrost. Then press set to memorize, and proceed to the DET. This is the length or duration defrosting. So press set again, skip DET. Okay, there, set, and we're gonna change 30 to 20 minutes length of the frost. Then press set to memorize, and then let's proceed to DST, and the DST is the end of the frost. So let's press the set button here, and 8 degrees Celsius. Okay, it's turned off. Maybe I have a loose connection here. Okay, let's access again, and before that, let's see if let's change the set point. Set. Okay, the set point is -18. Our set point must be -23, so we're going to change that to -23. Okay, there. Then press set, and we got an alarm again. Later we're going to change, so I just silent it, but we got an alarm. And we are now done with the set point, differential. Then let's proceed to the fan management. Okay, to enter the programming mode again, press set button continuously until CP appear. Okay, then release. Then let's go to the defrost folder and let's see the DST, our last set 8. Okay, 8 degrees Celsius. Then function to skip, and let's proceed to, okay, no more for the defrost folder. Skip again, and let's proceed to the fan folder, and let's press, and under the FST set 15. Okay, let's retain the 15 there, and FAD, this is the delay, 2 degrees Celsius, no problem. And let's proceed to FCO there, FCO. Okay, so let's retain the Y here. And what else? Let's proceed now, guys, to the ALL. Okay, for the freezer, ALL. Okay, this is the highest alarm, guys. So our, take note here, just a brief discussion under the ALL folder. Since the HAL is 50 degrees Celsius for the default, and for the chiller, this is the chiller setting. I put a value of 10 degrees Celsius here, so I'm going to change that HAL positive 10 into 18. I'm going to change that to 13, negative 13. Okay, why? Goes negative 13. 18 minus 13 is 5, so we have a differential of 5. And under the lull, and lull is the lowest or the minimum temperature alarm, I'm going to change that. Since our lowest set point is negative 23, so I'm going to change that to negative 28, because I just plus 5 here, 5 differential, so 5. So we're going to change this. Okay, just in case that the room and evaporator sensor sense, or in case this two here is malfunction, especially the evaporator sensor, if that one got malfunction, guys, and the compressor keep on pumping, we're going to prevent that by putting a value of negative 28 here. Okay, so once this one sense that the unit now in negative 28 for what, and it will send an alarm of AL1. So the alarm is AL1, meaning low temperature alarm. And this is the proper configuration, guys, once you are in the defrost, once you are in the freezer setting. But if you're gonna ask me a question, for example, your freezer is not under HACCP standard, what if your freezer setting is between negative 17 to negative 12. Okay, if your setting is negative 17, so just add 5 here, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So just put negative. So to properly configure, if your set point is negative 17, just add 5 degrees Celsius and it will become negative 22, and this negative 22 will be your lull. Okay, so this will be your lowest alarm, and under the negative 12 just minus 5, and 12 minus 5 is 7, and this will be negative, and negative 7 will be your hull. So just in case the compressor is not turning on and the temperature drops to negative 7, and alarm will signal with annoying sounds, and that alarm is AH1, high temperature alarm. AH1, AH1. This is the alarm of hull. Okay, while the alarm for the lull is the AL1. So this is how you're going to configure your freezer setting. Okay, since we are in negative 23 to negative 18, so just follow this one, or it's up to you, but may this tutorial be a reference to your settings. Okay, so let's proceed here, and we're going to change the here. This is the freezer, and I'm going to change that. Under the alarm folder, to enter the programming, just press the set button for about 7 seconds, or just long press it. When CP appear, release. Then let's locate the AL folder. There, AL, press set, and under the hull, okay, there, hull, maximum temperature alarm, press set, and we're going to change the positive 10 here into negative 23. No, I mean negative 13. Okay, it's only negative 6. Press set, and let's proceed first to the lull, and lull is negative 28. Press set, and we're going to change the lull to negative 23. See, I cannot change because of the lull setting is only negative 6. So I need to change first the lull before the hull. Okay, negative 6, and let's go back to the hull, then press set, and we can now change that to negative 13. So if you encounter this, just set first the lull instead of hull. Okay, I got a loose connection here. I'm losing the power. There. Okay, just a little bit. There. Terminal number 6 is being removed. So I'm going to insert this here. This is the line. Okay, then let's power on. And the loose connection is gone. So let's proceed to the hull setting. Set. Hull set. Let's change that to negative 13. There, then press set to memorize. And after this, guys, this folder skip, and this folder is all about calibration. Set. If you want to lock your unit, set. And no, if you want to lock, just press yes. But right now I'm not going to lock that one, so I just remain to the, I'm going to choose the N instead. Then P1, NDT, and Chi, this is the calibration. CA1, press set, and I have a negative 5 setting here. So the discussion, guys, just watch my chiller setting for Eliwell ID974. So if you want to put this to 0, just restore the 0, which is the default. So just watch, guys. So I end up this video here now. 0 there. So the 0 is a default. If you have question, just comment it down, guys. If this tutorial helps you, please support me by clicking the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, so you'll be updated just in case I have new upload video. Thanks for watching. Until then, God bless.